So we've had the rough reconciliation between June, Samantha, and Tyrell. But what is next? Does June have plans? What's good, y'all? This is Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Beyond the Gates video. And in this one, we're focusing on Miss June and what are her plans? Specifically, is she trying to take custody? Because some of y'all in the comments are not too sure about her. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my Beyond the Gates content and conversations. And I'm going to start off with no, y'all. She cannot take custody. At the point that we are in the timeline, Tyrell and Samantha, I believe, are 16 and 17 respectively. So by the time that she is able to show stable housing, stable employment, and ability to support children, they will both be 18 and or over 18 by then. So it's a moot point of like her coming for legal custody. And then also when you think about it, this was a legal blind adoption. So everything that they did was, above board according to the book, and there's not something that you can kind of renege on. Now, in circumstances where CPS is involved and the children are like taken from the home forcefully and in the foster care system and still being fostered, then that's when someone can come, like a biological parent can come and reclaim guardianship or custody of said kids, or at least fight the particular process. But the blind adoption went through years ago. The kids have been living in this home, well adjusted. There has not been any additional reports, no calls from CPS, no issues, no nothing. So June would not have a leg to stand on as it pertains to going after custody. But I do think that June actually does have a plan. We get to see that she wants to get a job, she wants to get housing, she wants to get off the streets. And I think that that's because she really wants to build herself up in a way that she can be a support to both Samantha and Tyrell as they are leaving as they are leaving teenager land and moving into young adulthood and adulthood. I think that she's about to dedicate her life to them. I really think that she's setting herself up to be a support to them in their adult lives. And that will not come without conflict, right? As they are pursuing college, as they are coming up with what they want to do in reference to their careers, as they're starting to navigate life, I think that June wants to set herself up so that she can be an additional role or role model within their lives. And I think that that's going to create conflict with Smitty and Martin. They have a particular way of viewing life. They come from certain places. Martin comes from money specifically, and June has a different perspective. And I could totally see one or both of the kids, Samantha or Tyrell, making different choices by influence of June, and not necessarily saying that June is trying to influence them negatively or distract them from whatever plans that they had communicated to Martin and Smitty prior to. But I do think that them having a relationship with June later down the line, and that will open them up to having a more worldly view, being able to have a peek into the lives of people, the have-nots, right? And of people who might struggle a little bit more. I could totally see Samantha being a person who maybe forgoes or delays college, defers college, and decides to spend more time with June and like helping out with homeless shelters or doing something random but humanitarian in effort. And it's going to be 100% tied to like wanting to support her mother on this journey of health and reconnection with that. And that could 100% throw up red flags for Martin or Smitty or both. So I don't think that they're out of the woods in reference to the conflict around June, their biological mother, being around and being a person in their lives. But I do think that they're not going to have the fight of custody right now. It's going to be a battle later for influence over them, over who gets to steer their lives and the type of adults that they're going to be. And I think that June is going to be trying her best, but again, she has a very different perspective. And Martin is going to be doing his best, but he has a very privileged perspective. And I think that those two naturally will conflict in their POVs just because of where they come from, what they have and what they don't have. And I could totally, again, see that playing out with the kids. Now, as I mentioned, I could totally see Samantha deciding that she wants to go and live with June, right? In lieu of leaving and going off to college, and that becoming a whole thing. I would actually be excited to see that. And I also think that they're not done with the June character, period. There's some of y'all who are whispering about Dana is not actually the one who is the only, heir to Barbara's trust, but maybe June is tied in some way. And I would actually love that. So while we have come to a resolution point with June meeting Samantha and Tyrell, knowing that they're okay, this becoming a motivation for her to get her life back on track and do the right thing, I think that we're far from over in reference to utilizing the June character in the story around Fairmont Crest, and I'm really excited to see more as that evolves. But y'all let me know what y'all think. This is the video to talk about it. Like I said, quite a few of you guys were talking about custody and not trusting June, so let's further discuss it in the comment section down below. It's your good sis you love to talk TV with. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.